Welcome back, children. Welcome to the next session of diversity in living organisms. So far we have completed about the classification in plant kingdom, and we were studying about the classification of animal kingdom. We started by learning from the invertebrates. We learned about the porifera, we learned about Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes and Nemathelminthes, and we also learned about Annelida. So in this session, we are going to learn about arthropoda, echinodermata, mollusca, and of course about vertebrates. And we'll be concluding the session today. So let us go ahead and continue watching. Now we go over to the next phylum, arthropoda. Arthropoda means jointed legs. This phylum gets its name from the Greek words arthros means jointed and poda means legs or feet. The phylum Arthropoda includes honeybees, spiders, prawns, and centipedes. Arthropoda is the largest phylum in the animal kingdom with about 800,000 different kinds of insects. 80% of the animal kingdom is included within this phylum. Their bodies are bilaterally symmetrical, segmented. The arthropodans are also triploblastic animals with a true body cavity or a coelom. These insects breathe through their trachea. Their circulatory system is open. That means the blood does not flow through blood vessels. The coelomic cavity is filled with blood. The next phylum is mollusca. The word mollusca is derived from the Latin word thin-shelled. It means thin-shelled. They are thin-shelled and soft animals. The phylum mollusca includes the chiton, mussels, snail, and octopus. Molluscans are aquatic in habitat. Their bodies are soft and they are comprised of a head, visceral mass, and a foot. Their locomotion in the molluscans is by means of a muscular foot. Their bodies are enclosed in a hard calcareous shell. Their bodies are bilaterally symmetrical and less segmented. Molluscans are triploblastic animals with a reduced coelomic cavity. In the water, the molluscans breathe through their gills, while in the land, the molluscans have lungs, and their circulatory systems are also open. Excretion in the molluscan phylum is carried out by kidney-shaped structures. Now we go to the next phylum, echinodermata. Spiny skinned organisms. They get their name from the Greek word echinos, means protective spines, and dermata means skin. The phylum echinodermata includes the starfish, sea cucumbers, and the sea urchins. Echinoderms are exclusively free-living and they are marine in habitat. The skeletons of the echinoderms are made up of hard calcium carbonate. Echinoderms are radially symmetrical. Their bodies have 3 layers, so they are called triploblastic. And they have a true body cavity that is called a coelom. Their bodies have tube-like extensions called the tube feet, which help in locomotion and food collection. Now we go over to the protochordata, which belong to the phylum Chordata. They include Balanoglossus, Herdmania, and Amphioxus. Protochordates are also marine animals. Their bodies are bilaterally symmetrical. They are also triploblastic. They have a true coelom. Protochordates show a new feature in their body design, that is a notochord, at least at some stages during their lifespan. The notochord is a long rod-like support that runs all along the back of the animal, separating the nervous tissue from the gut. However, notochord remains associated with their life cycle only during their early stages of development. Notochord provides a place for the muscles to be attached for movement. Subphylum Chordata or vertebrates are classified into different classes based on their bilateral symmetry, notochord, dorsal nerve cord, pharyngeal gill pouches, triploblastic, and the presence of a true coelom. Vertebrates are grouped into 5 classes, about which we will do in our next session. Thank you. Vertebrates are grouped into 5 classes, namely pisces or the fishes, amphibians, reptile, aves, and the mammals. Let's take a look at each of these classes. Pisces. Pisces include all types of fishes. Fishes are cold-blooded animals and they are aquatic in their habitats. Fishes have a spindle-shaped body that is covered with scales. Fishes breathe through gills and their hearts are two-chambered. Fishes reproduce by laying eggs. Some fishes have skeletons made entirely of cartilage, such as the sharks, and others have a bony skeleton, such as the seahorses and the flying fish. Amphibians. Amphibians include the salamanders, the frogs, and the toads. Amphibians are also cold-blooded animals. They are the first in the phylum vertebrates to have 4 limbs, each with 5 digits. Hence, they are called tetrapods. Amphibians are seen both on land and in the water. All amphibians have mucus glands on their skin and they do not have any scales. Amphibians breathe through gills or lungs and their hearts are 3-chambered. Amphibians reproduce by laying eggs. Reptilia. Reptilians include the lizards, chameleons, flying lizards, snakes, crocodiles, and turtles. Reptilia are cold-blooded animals and are terrestrial in habitat. They have 4 limbs with 5 fingers or toes and hence they are called the pentadactyl tetrapods. Reptiles have a scaly skin which is resistant to drying out. Reptiles breathe through their lungs. Their hearts are 3-chambered with the exception of crocodiles which have a 4-chambered heart. Reptiles are also egg-laying animals. And unlike the amphibians, they lay their eggs on land. Now we go over to the aves, that is the birds. All birds like sparrows, penguins, and eagles fall in this category. Do you think having wings make an animal a bird? Bats and houseflies also have wings, but they are not birds. So, animals are classified as birds only if they have feathers. Their forelimbs are modified into wings with feathers and they bear clawless digits. And their hind limbs are strong. They are developed for walking. Birds are warm-blooded animals and they are arboreal inhabitants. Birds breathe through their lungs and they have four-chambered heart. Aves or birds are also egg-laying animals. Now we go over to the mammalians. Mammalia includes bear, camel, bat, dolphin, kangaroo, and of course human beings. All the mammals are warm-blooded animals. Their skins are covered with hair, sweat glands, and oil glands that regulate the body temperature, therefore allowing them to live in diverse habitats. For example, polar bears live in very cold areas, camels live in the hot areas, and dolphins live in the ocean. Mammals have milk-producing glands called mammary glands to nourish their young ones. Mammals breathe through their lungs, and their hearts are four-chambered. Mammals give birth to young ones directly through different modes. Mammals like the platypus lay eggs. They are the exceptions. Mammals like kangaroos give birth to underdeveloped young ones that are carried in their mother's abdominal pouch. Mammals like the human beings, elephants, and lions produce live young ones.